Rick Corelli pulling up on Butch Miller in that crowd a little further back. You see Butch Miller. Now Rick Corelli just eased on back, takes another look from the inside. Rick Corelli, whose car owner owns that Denver National track, Colorado National, and they packed it. They had, what, 15,000. They're trying to add 7,000 or 8,000 seats in there for the Super Trucks to come back in 1996. Big success in Colorado. Wherever you go, you find truck country in the United States, and this NASCAR SuperTruck Series seems to fill the bill. Rick Corelli in 7th spot. Remember, he made a run in the Winston Cup for Rookie of the Year. Fell short, but he's been a Winston West champion, been champion of that track in Denver. Beautiful 3/8. It's one of those tracks that has one of those where you can take two different sets. You can take a high groove, which is almost a different bank from the low set. Take your choice, you can fly there.
Ernie Irvan running in 4th spot.
And nobody is sitting down. I think the mere fact that Ernie Irvan elected to come down here and give it a go with that number 28. And people are he is just so much a part of NASCAR racing today. His phenomenal comeback and the last runs of the season wasn't it fun to watch him with Earnhardt. Earnhardt treated him with respect. He knows about this one, I think, and Earnhardt wasn't kidding. He was trying to beat Irvan in that last show, but he waited on him because he figured that he might not see him in the blind spot.
Well, Irvan says he knows exactly where people are on the left side of that truck. He's got a little mirror on the side of it. He uses a pair of glasses that gives him very good depth vision. He said, hey, from your helmet back, nobody can see back there. No one has eyes behind their head. And Ernie Irvan is very insistent he has as good peripheral vision as everybody else. He says he hears trucks beside him. He can feel them. He has a spotter up there. He says he is no more of a handicap here than any other driver.
The only driver with eyes in the back of his head in the last decade has been Earnhardt. And he has the wide, and seriously, he sees a camera almost behind him move, drives him nuts. Hey, let's get down to Randy for just a moment.
Well, I just want to make an update on Ernie Irvan's truck. Speaking to him just before we interviewed him before he rolled off. Having a little trouble talking today. Been a long day. But Ernie Irvan said the body on this truck has not been massaged. Now these trucks, they do have templates. They have to fit the standard configuration of whether it's a Dodge or a Ford or a Chevy. Bernie said the body is not necessarily massaged. So as we see Skinner and Jeff Bodine pulling away from this pack behind, we see that aerodynamics already making a difference in the truck series as well. So they do massage these bodies, and this is not one of the better ones. Kind of a short track truck for Ernie. Caution is out.
Caution's coming out. Caution is out. Mike Skinner leading. Bodine is second. Ernie Irvan third. Hensley fourth. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Butch Miller is in fifth, and then following in sixth is Nemechek, followed by Carilli. Doken back there behind him, and Ron Esau. We'll take a quick break and then be back with you with more of the Super Truck first showing at the Homestead Motorsports Complex. We're just back under green, and there you see them on the break going into turn number 1, headed for turn 2. Ernie Irvan was up on the top, and they shuffled that one in a hurry. Into the back straightaway. We can pick up on those leaders.
It's Jeff Bodine in the lead. He has not yet won in this truck series. Got 2 seconds, but no wins.
There's Butch Miller in the 98. Crowding the bottom, running them too wide. Wide open, picked up the speed by about 25 miles an hour over the Dash Series cars. Here's Skinner on the outside.
It's the same truck, the number 98, that won in Erie, Colorado. Miller got done with that win and spun the truck, did a 360 right in front of the grandstand, and they did love it.
Butch Miller, that gray vest, is taking a wide line in there, follows him in as they race it hard down into turn number 2 and out into the back straightaway. Here comes Ernie Irvan under Skinner in the 28. Ernie Irvan back up into third. Bodine, Miller, then Skinner and Irvan continue their own war.
Yeah, look at the dent in the right front fender of Irvan's truck. He has come into contact with somebody.
Lean on me is the grand old song here.
And I'll bet it was Skinner, because they were running awful close together.
Having a great time. That's the postcard from Miami these guys will be sending home. Wish you were here. 175 miles an hour, feels great. Look at Skinner in the number 3, pushing it right through the corner. Now we've got the official word on the decision from that Goodies Dash Championship race. Here it is. Hutto will get 6th position. That's 6th place in the race, and he wins on a tiebreaker, 5-4 over Cottle. Cottle 4 wins, Hutto 5 wins. Hutto is the Goodies Dash champion for this year. Another memorable title back in 1961. A couple of folks from up in New York State. Billy Wimble, number 33, and Dick Nephew from Plattsburgh, New York. They went at it right to the end of the series. And in those days, they didn't have a tiebreaker situation. They called them co-champions, Billy Wimble and Dick Nephew. They're still arguing up there about that one. Let's get out of Steve Burns with some very happy people.
Ken, with a young and emotional NASCAR champion, the youngest NASCAR champion ever, David Hutto. Congratulations.
You're right. It's emotional. You know, I'm glad we could do it. First of all, I'd like to thank God. You know, if it wasn't for him, I might not get started back going across the white flag. But I'd like to thank Shell Fire and Ice, also ETD and Gateway Shell and Jan and Mike Moore. They've worked with us. Shell has been working with us all year, and Jan and Mike Moore have been working with us for this race, and they've done a great job. Got us plenty of exposure for this race. You know, my dad, he's great. You know, if it wasn't for him, I couldn't be racing either. You know. And I'd like to thank all the people back home, you know, and all the people in the stands. I love Homestead, Florida City. You know, they made me right at home. Glad we come down here and race and come back again.
Okay, congratulations, and Dad, congratulations as well. Mike Skinner's off the pace.
A Shell Fire and Ice story for sure here today. Ice for a while, fired up at the end. There's your winner of the entire series. And out here in the truck race right now, Butch Miller has gone in front. Jeff Woodine is in second. Mike Skinner back up a little, 3rd. Ernie Irvin is in 4th. Jimmy Hensley is in 5th. Rick Corelli is in 6th.
Irvin just moved into 3rd. Just as you said that, Irvin got by Skinner. Butch Miller on the lead. He has 1 win in 1995. Jeff Bodine in the 7 has won nothing in 1995. He won 3 Winston Cup points races last year. And I'll tell you what, every time any of these positions up front change, these people in the grandstand go nuts. They are all still standing. Big crowd here, all on their feet, watching the trucks have battle.
And every time there's a move up in front, and particularly when Irvin swings it in there to take a shot, this place just erupts. It's dramatic to see a new facility open, one as beautiful as this, and then to see these very top drivers NASCAR has amassed come out here and try out their trucks and have a great time.
Wow, that was Skinner. Look at that move. Boom, to the bottom of the racetrack with a number 3.
Thought he was in an IndyCar. Stuck it in.
He got it done.
Yeah, got it under Irvin.
Done.
Don't worry, Ernie's thinking of something for him. Butch Miller stays on the point. Miller is in front. Jeff Bodine is in 2nd.
This is neat.
Skinner in 3rd, and here comes Bodine to the bottom. Miller dropping back into 3rd spot. Bodine takes him right to the wall. Into 2. Now down that 2,100-foot back straightaway here in the greater Miami area. Former Daytona 500-mile champion Jeff Bodine puts it on him. Skinner staying right with him. 5 to go when they hit the line this time.
Maybe we shouldn't say hit when they're running that close.
Yeah. They are so close out there. They are going to come out, every one of them smiling. Here's Skinner looking on the inside, coming after Bodine with 5 to go.
Yeah, but Bodine moved down to protect that bottom, and he got it done. Held Skinner off.
Ernie Irvin line 4th. Looks to the inside. Playing bumper tag at over 170, 75 miles an hour out here.
Hensley in the Dodge has faded. I shouldn't say faded. He is in there. Hensley in the Dodge is 5th. Look at this battle for the lead.
Skinner ready to put the bumper on him.
Oh, look at this.
I want to come through. How do you do? Knock, knock, who's there? Skinner's the name.
This is not good for concession stand sales at Homestead.
Jimmy Hensley lies 5th with that Dodge. Corelli is back in 6th.
You can see those hoods fluttering around. That's the aerodynamic lift that they are experiencing here. Air trying to lift the nose of the trucks off the ground, about 75 pounds of lift for most of them.
For these guys, we've said it so many times, but I think it is what makes this sport so great. If there was no one of these grandstands and it was for $25 and they could bring their trucks in and everything's even, they they might go out doodle running around. They end up racing and loving it. They just never lose that spirit. They're a very special breed, and thank God that they're at a point now in this racing. Look at Bodine coming back on Skinner
with 3 to go,
with the money where it is, and continuing to increase year after year in NASCAR. Oh, Skinner to the inside,
sliding to the inside.
Yeah,
look at
cost
this.
Him a little.
And Butch Miller.
And look at Ernie Irvin. He threw one on and made Miller lift or take the wall. How did you do?
Wow. Michael Doken in the 64 has pulled out.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wants to watch this thing in.
I don't blame him. Oh, look at this. There's Bodine. And if you think he's going to give an inch to Skinner right now, seen Bodine racing modified years ago. There's no give in him. He's going to stay there if he can.
Yeah, and look at
him trying to pull him out.
There we have it. Something new here at Homestead. Jeff Bodine all the way to the bottom to protect that bottom. Shades of Neil Bonnet years ago at Pocono International Raceway.
Wouldn't Neil have loved this track?
Yes, he would. Yep, and the trucks, this whole deal.
He would have got out and smiled for about 15 seconds. This is, you know what we got to do? What we got to do is, and then he'd go through a litany of about 20 things that everybody would have to change, and that poor crew, they'd go to work, and he'd come through.
That's the deal.
Take a look at Skinner coming back on the inside. Laps running down. White flag about to come out. Top 2 pulled away. They've got about 6 truck lengths on Ernie Irvin in 3rd. Jeff Bodine is on the point. Slotted in 2nd. There you see the 1995. So just wanted to see how that wall felt out there. Brush it off a little. Skinner there. And here comes Irvin.
I think they both hit it. I think they both touched the wall.
I'm pretty sure Bodine creased it. Coming down, checkers about to fly. The NASCAR SuperTrucks coming to the line. They're going to open their season on this 1.5 miles. That's the word we get. And here comes Skinner trying to push him out. Crowd is on their feet and screaming. To the stripe, Jeff Bodine, Skinner, Ernie Irvin, Miller, Jimmy Hensley, Rick Corelli across the stripe. Hey, that was fun. John Nemechek finishes himself 7th. We'll take a break and be back with some closing thoughts this afternoon from the great Homestead Motorsports Complex.
Welcome back, everybody, to Homestead. Jeff Bodine, the winner. What a battle with Mike Skinner, Jeff.
Yeah, sure was. We've had a few of them this year, and this time we came out on top. We're glad for Exide, for Ford, F-150, for Tandy Tucker Salsa, LA West Fans, Bosch, Napa. You know, we wanted to win a race in this series before the year was over. Yeah, we know this isn't a points race. Yeah, everybody wasn't here, but we still won, and it feels just as good. Yeah!
Way to go, Jeff. Let's go back to Ken Squire.
If you think he feels good, think about Rock Hill, South Carolina tonight, where they're going to be celebrating the championship of David Hutto, who came home first in the point battle, one of the most dramatic finish of
that. As so many communities in America need a racetrack like this one. What a big day.
Well, it's over for this afternoon. It's been an exciting day of racing at a brand new facility that's going to change the way many Americans feel about motorsports. On behalf of Randy Pemberton and Steve Burns, Dick Berggren alongside, I'm Ken Squire. We hope you've enjoyed the first day of racing at the Homestead Motorsports Complex. And American racing thanks you, Homestead.